We are going to be, well, Skyping, so traveling a little bit here with Suzanne Robertson, director, writer and producer for television documentaries and feature films in the Caribbean and the US. So good morning, Suzanne.
Morning. Good to get through to you.
So great to have you, because we're quite excited to have you joining us as we continue to live for local here at TTT. We are getting ready to chat you up all about Fires of Hope, a documentary of sorts where we explored that of artists, bankers, businessmen and fishermen covering Trinidad and Tobago from a very specific angle. Could you tell me a little bit more about it?
Okay. The idea was we were invited by Roy Watts, who was running TTT at the time, to have a look back at what had happened in Trinidad and what people thought about the progress of the country between independence in '62 and 1983, when channels 9 and 14 were being launched. So the idea was to talk to all kinds of people, because when we became independent, there were a lot of hopes and dreams and, you know, possibilities. The world was our oyster, so to speak. And of course, after what, 21 years, things had, you know, turned out somewhat differently in many ways. Right. So the idea was to really have a sense of where we thought we were. And the best way to do that was to talk to a variety of people, as you just mentioned. So that was the genesis of Fires of Hope.
Now, you actually based this on, yes, independence, but specifically exploring it through our national anthem, contextualizing the push from separation. So let's delve a little bit more into that, because a lot of the times we recite the anthem and don't necessarily think about the actual words thereof.
Well, I thought Fires of Hope, because that's why when we became independent, of course, we were driven by the hope that our country could make it. We'd be we would be very successful in everything we did. So I took that name because I was the writer-producer. My husband, or late husband at the time, Hugh Robertson, was the director. And we thought we would take the theme, Fires of Hope, forged. And there were fires of hope in everyone. And so as we spoke to people, we wanted to know whether they felt that the hope that we felt at the beginning with independence was being borne out. Therefore, we looked at a variety of people. We didn't want to sort of just look at businessmen or artists. We felt let the fisherman in Charlottesville tell us what he thinks independence is, and where he or she, in different cases, where we had to move. You know, what were the directions we should take. So the actual anthem is very inspiring. And what better way to have people think about what independence actually meant to them. So that was the genesis of the picking that theme and using the anthem to pull it all together. Right. And what we do with the music is the whole anthem is played throughout as we look at Trinidad and we talk to people, and so the anthem was the inspiration to pull these interviews together that form the basis of the documentary.
Fantastic. Well, we will be entering into those Fires of Hope, so to speak, tonight, Thursday, October 17th at 8 p.m. right here on TTT. So thank you very much, Suzanne Roberts, for joining us this morning. We really appreciate that bit of insight and look forward to viewing tonight. Sorry, Ms. Robertson. And look forward to viewing tonight. My mistake. We are, though, going to take a break before we get into it, and you guys can live for local with us right here on TTT when we come back.